Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. This is your first match preview in over 2 weeks. Welcome back everyone, welcome back. I hope you guys are about to enjoy this as much as I am. Although it isn't a Premier League fixture, it's the FA Cup, and Chelsea take on Plymouth Argyle at Stamford Bridge. Good old Plymouth, the Green Army. I remember that advert that used to be on TV. Green Army, you know, really cool. I forgot what company that was for. I'm not endorsing them whatsoever. I'm not sponsored by them, but I remember. It's funny. I told you guys a couple of videos ago. I got a good friend of mine who I worked with, who's a Plymouth fan. I know he's watching. We're gonna destroy your boys tomorrow, mate. We're gonna kill them. No, we're not. It's the FA Cup. You never know what can happen. Cambridge beat Newcastle, right? We've had some other shocks in the last round. Arsenal getting done by two-time European champions Nottingham Forest. You know? And yes, they're two-time European champions. They won the Champions League on the bounce back in, I think it was 79-80. So you never know what can happen in the FA Cup. However, bearing in mind all the circumstances, I am expecting a Chelsea win, and I'm expecting a little bit of a comfortable one. Let's be real. This is, it's not, exactly Manchester City coming. It's Plymouth. I don't want to say let's take it too lightly, no. And this is why, when I give you guys the first 11 that I think Thomas Tuchel needs to go with, you're going to find some strong names there. Strong names, because we know by now, Thomas Tuchel doesn't underestimate the opponent, doesn't give too much respect, doesn't give too little respect. Has the balance just about right if we're playing a team that we are the huge favourites against. So when it comes to who's playing, I think we're going to get a bit of half and half. Half which is quite experimental, and the other half which is quite secure, let's say, and players that we're quite familiar with. Now, this weekend, I think, in terms of Chelsea taking on Plymouth in the FA Cup, it hasn't necessarily been about, Chelsea are coming back, even the Club World Cup, because we're going to the Club World Cup immediately after this. So we're playing tomorrow, and then on Sunday, we fly out to the United Arab Emirates to go and win this Club World Cup, the trophy that we've never won before. I hope we do it, and make sure you guys catch the watch-alongs for that. We have the semi-final to play, and then if we beat whoever we're playing, it's still not decided yet, the competition needs to begin first, then the final. So I'll be doing the watch-alongs for both of those. And I do want to refer you guys to the other side of the coin, Miz, who I always speak with on Matisse's channel when we do All You Can Eat Chelsea, because Miz is going to be there. Yes, he's travelled, he is in the Emirates, he is going to be covering Chelsea at the Club World Cup on his channel in person. So if you want to catch some exclusive content from the Emirates, make sure you check out his channel. I'll leave a link for you guys right here, and make sure you're subbed to Miz as well as the other guys. You know who we all are. Make sure you're subbed to all of us. But anyway, this weekend has, for me, been, let's say, I don't want to say overshadows everything, but the main talking point has been one player. One player who we brought back from loan, who we thought was going to go out on another loan immediately. And he hasn't. He stuck around. That is KENEDY. Yes, KENEDY, ladies and gentlemen. KENEDY's back. This is what happens when you can't really go and get big targets in January and you're men down. And Thomas Tuchel needs someone different. And they just go, okay, who we got on loan? Alright, that geezer. We ain't seen him in a while. Let's see what he does. KENEDY. KENEDY's back, ladies and gentlemen. And he's not just back, as in, he's just here. He's been given a Premier League squad number. He is now here for the rest of the season. He will take part in multiple matches, I reckon. And tomorrow is going to be his first opportunity at trying to revive his Chelsea career. Some of you may remember KENEDY from a few years ago, when he was, in and out of the team. I don't want to compare to that KENEDY. That is the reason why I'm talking about KENEDY is for this one point alone. I want to give the chance. I want to give the opportunity to KENEDY, because players flourish or players suffer under certain managers at certain moments in time, at certain clubs, within certain atmospheres. It's totally different now. The Chelsea that KENEDY played with back then, under Antonio Conte, if I'm not mistaken, is completely different to the Chelsea that he's going to be playing for under Thomas Tuchel. It's two completely different sides. The entire team's literally changed, except for maybe a couple of geezers, Marcos Alonso being one of them. But, apart from that, everything has shifted. It's not the same side anymore. And even within the same walls, the same club, it's a different atmosphere. It's a different vibe. It's a different way. Everything's different. So, players can change. Players can find themselves at home. And this is why sometimes you find players leave clubs where you expect them to do well and then they go somewhere else and then they blow. They become brilliant players. Or they're great somewhere, they go somewhere else and they suffer. It all plays. So KENEDY being back, you know what? He's older, he's wiser, he's been on loan moves. I'm willing to give this opportunity. And I want to say, you never know. Maybe, just maybe, in terms of the lack of consistency we're finding in our attacking players, in terms of, the lack of goal scoring, the lack of chance creation, the lack of killer through balls, the lack of passes, the things that we've been struggling with, maybe KENEDY might just provide some sort of a solution. Maybe. We know he's technical. We know he likes to dribble. We know he's got that Brazilian flair. Hopefully now he's matured enough to be a top player. So we'll see. Now, is he going to have the chance tomorrow? I believe he will. And that leads me on to the starting 11. Now, bad news in terms of the team news is that Reece James is out. Reece James will not be travelling to the Emirates. He will not take part in the Club World Cup like we thought. What a surprise. Injury prolongs itself. That's pretty much the way it is at Chelsea Football Club. When we're giving a time frame, just extend it by 3 weeks. Basically, if someone's out for 6 weeks, it's 9. If someone's out for 2 weeks, it's 5. If someone's out for 5 minutes, it's 3 hours. Everything at Chelsea gets extended. So I'm not surprised Reece James will not be able to travel. Apart from that, though, obviously Ben Chilwell, everyone looks like they're available. Now, the key men that are looking to get minutes tomorrow, as provided by the Fifth Stand app, are Kai Havertz, Timo Verna, Saul, Christensen, and obviously the returning KENEDY. So, bearing that in mind, let's jump right into who I think Thomas Tuchel needs to pick in the starting 11. Right, let's start off with in goal. It's not going to be Kepa, it's going to be Bettinelli, and I know this because in terms of promoting this game on the socials, Twitter, Instagram, Chelsea have put a picture up of Bettinelli. So that tells you he's going to be starting. We know this. And I think Kepa will be in contention for the World Cup game because depending who wins the Africa Cup of Nations, I hope it's Senegal, by the way, just saying. And if you don't watch my Africa Cup of Nations videos, make sure you catch my review of the third place game and the final on Sunday. But I hope they do it. If Senegal do it, Mendy will be staying in Senegal to celebrate. He will be with the team. They're going to have to go through formalities, I think, with their president and whatnot. So he will be away for an extended amount of time, which means Kepa will have maybe 1 or 2 more games to his belt. So in the meantime, for this one, Bettinelli. Kepa will have to be the guy we go to at the Club World Cup. Now, in terms of the formation, back 4, I'm going with a 4-2-3-1 here. We stick with what's been working for us as of late. The back 2, technically, the 2 centre-backs, I would go with Christensen and I would go with Malang Sarr. Christensen, so when he gets back into the frame of things, we know his contract situation is a bit of a mess at the moment. Let's wait and see what happens. I think he's going to be leaving. But right now, I would like to rest Silva. I would like to rest Rudiger, even though everyone's had rest. But I don't want to throw them up into a cup game against Plymouth and then have to play some serious games in the Club World Cup, risk any potential injury. I don't want any of that. We are going to the World Cup to win it. We want to become world champions. We want to be officially the best team on the flipping planet. Yeah? And we're going to do it, fingers crossed. So, I don't want to risk anything. These are the 2 I would go to, Christensen and Malang Sarr. Malang Sarr, who's impressed. He's impressed. And this is the perfect game for him to build up some consistency in his form. So, Malang Sarr, he starts for me. In terms of the fullbacks, we're not wingbacks, fullbacks. Remember, we're playing in a back 4. I don't know who to play right back. I really don't. And this is why I've just gone with Aspie. We had a 2-week break. Screw it. He's the only guy that can play there. I'm trying to think, in terms of who can play at right back. Yeah, that's at the club. Who is a right back aside from Azpilicueta? I can't think of anyone. Can Chalobah fill in there? I don't even know. So I've gone with Aspie, but if you guys have any other recommendations, let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to hear that. At left back, we do have options. We do. Well, there's obviously Alonso, Malang Sarr, But Malang Sarr's gone to centre-back, so I have decided to bring in your boy Lewis Hall, who impressed in our last cup game, done very, very well in that, and I think he deserves another chance today against Plymouth, and that hopefully will bode well for him. More experience, more minutes, and I'm very confident in his ability to do well against a side of the level of Plymouth Argyle. So Lewis Hall starts for me. In midfield, I would go with Jorginho, and I'd go with Saul. Saul obviously needs minutes, and, let's go for him in terms of a bit of rotation. Obviously, he's not going to be playing at the Club World Cup. We know this. He'll travel, but he won't play. He won't play ahead of Kante, Kovacic, Jorginho. Alongside him, I've put Jorginho, just for the fact that we've been using Kante, Kovacic. Jorginho needs to play him. But even so, in the circumstances of this game against Plymouth, where we are going to be the attacking side, we are going to be the ones that are probably going to be pressing up high a little bit, playing with a high line, it suits Jorginho. Let Jorginho do his thing. He's going to have loads of time and space on the ball. Let him do his thing. So he'll have, I think, a fairly easier afternoon than usual. So Jorginho plays alongside Saul for me. In terms of the three in front, Havertz needs minutes. And I've decided to stick him here as the attacking midfielder. Right? In behind the striker. Only because I've decided to stick someone that needs to play up front that can't play on a wing or can't play as an attacking mid. So just for compensating that, I've gone with Havertz as the attacking midfielder. I'm going to come to that in a sec. On the right-hand side, I've gone with Callum Hudson-Odoi. Callum Hudson-Odoi done very well against Chesterfield, if you remember. So I think it's only right that he plays. I've stuck him on the right. I know a few of you will be like, no, stick him on the left. It's his preferred position. I stuck him on the right because I think we need to give the opportunity and let's see what he's about. KENEDY plays on the left. KENEDY is a left winger. So Callum can play on the right. For me, that's the reason why Callum Hudson-Odoi plays on the right-hand side. He compensates. He gives, Ziyech is obviously going to be the man that we go to in terms of the right-hand side at the Club World Cup, my prediction. But if we're going to be trying out KENEDY, I don't want to try him on the right. I want him to be on the left. Let's see what he can do. I'd give him 90 minutes tomorrow. Let's see what KENEDY's about. I'm excited to see how has he changed. And what is he going to bring to the table? Maybe he gives Thomas Tuchel the solution. Maybe. But I want to see him in his right position and let's see what he's about against Plymouth. And therefore, Hudson-Odoi on the right-hand side. But KENEDY on the left. And up front, I've gone with Mr. Timo Verna. Timo Verna, as I've already mentioned, cannot play attacking mid. Can't play on the wing. Has done under Lampard. Let's not do that again. Can also play on the wing on FIFA. Can I just add, on FIFA, and if you watch me on Twitch and my second channel, you'd know, and links are in the description, by the way, follow me and subscribe to there. But I play Timo on the left wing, because his pace is ridiculous on FIFA, and it sorts me out. So, he does bits on the left-hand side, but not in real life. In real life, he's a centre forward. Stick him up front. So that is why I've stuck him up front, and that would be my starting 11. Now, I hope you guys like that starting 11. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. In terms of the score prediction, as I've already predicted on Chelsea's fifth stand-up, about, 10 minutes ago, before the recording, I've gone with 4-0. I've gone with Chelsea 4, Plymouth Argyle 0. I'm going to say sorry to my mate, Luke. You know who you are. Sorry. we're gonna destroy your boys tomorrow. Anyway, I'm just being a little bit egotistical at the moment. I shouldn't. It's the FA Cup. Anything can happen. Plymouth might just do what Bradford did, if you remember all those years ago, where they done us at the bridge. Was it Bradford? It was Bradford, wasn't it? I'm not mistaken the team. I think it was Bradford. I don't know how they beat us at the bridge that day, but that was a shock. Shocks can happen. That's the beautiful thing about the FA Cup. So you never know. But my score prediction is Chelsea 4, Plymouth 0, and let's see what happens. Blue Army versus Green Army. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'd love to hear it. Hit me up there and give me your thoughts on the starting 11. Who would you play? Your score prediction? How do you think it's going to end? Let me know. I'd love to hear it. Thank you all so much. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. Watch along for the game. We'll be here live tomorrow, so make sure you guys are here for that. I will see all of you then, and don't forget to follow my Twitch and my second channel. Links are in the description. I will catch all of you tomorrow. Have a good one, people. Good night. See you tomorrow. Take care and peace.